I want to play a couple of clips from a cult propaganda event supposedly involving farmers. Trump, before his harebrained rally in Indiana, Pennsylvania, did a meet and greet with Smithton, Pennsylvania farmers. Here is a woman talking about praying for Trump with her daughter. And if these aren't cult members, what is a cult at the end of the day?
Can you tell the story of your daughter?
Yes, I'm sorry. The last thing I wanted to say is my hardest job is not running 3 businesses. It's actually being a mom to a daughter that is here with me today, Caroline Ray. She's 16 years old. I'm right there. Would you just raise your hand, honey, so that Mr. President can see? She's right there. She is not in school today, and she asked that she could be here and she could see you. I'm doing everything that I can to try to give her the truth every day. And I just wanted to say, and I told you that 8 years ago when you were running, and she was just 8 years old then, every night she would go to bed and I would kneel on the floor next to her bed and we would pray every single night for you. And every night she would speak out to God and she would say, "Dear God, please let Mr. Trump win, please." And the night of the election, of course, she had to go to bed early because she was in school. But at 2 o'clock in the morning, when we finally knew that you had won, I went into her bedroom. I scooped her up out of her sound sleep, and I was literally tears pouring down. And I said, "Baby, Mr. Trump won, baby. He won, he won." And she said, "Thank you, God. Thank you, God." And so she is here with us today. And I just wanted to let you know that we are.
What a story, huh? What a story. Forget for a moment the obviously cultish nature of this story that the woman is telling. She had tears in her eyes. We finally found someone who did cry. It's wild that Trump is the furthest thing from a Christian that you can be. And yet this woman is acting like we must pray for him. He needs us. Trump is the furthest thing from someone actually concerned with the day-to-day lives of average people. And yet they're out there praying for him and donating money and whatever the case may be. Really scary stuff. And an important reminder as to how you're not going to talk that woman out of voting for Trump with some prodding questions about the economy and what he's done for her. It is a cult. They are sucked in. They have been completely brainwashed. To give you a sense of the energy in the room, listen to this absolutely electric moment.
Dairy margin is the margin that we have in order to make a living and a profit is extremely tight. Our input costs are up.
There you go. So just absolutely electric atmosphere at this event. Trump, apropos of nothing, threatened John Deere with 200% tariffs. This guy has no idea what he's doing.
I just noticed behind me John Deere tractors. I know a lot about John Deere. I love the company. But as you know, they've announced a few days ago that they're going to move a lot of their manufacturing business to Mexico. I'm just notifying John Deere right now. If you do that, we're putting a 200% tariff on everything that you want to sell into the United States, so that if I win, John Deere is going to be paying a 200%. They haven't started it yet. Maybe they haven't even made the final decision yet, but I think they have. John Deere is going to, and anybody else that does this, because it's hurting our farmers, it's hurting our manufacturing. And if you do that, you're going to have a 200% tariff put on the product that you make in Mexico, right across the border. They think they're going to.
Now, this is a so first of all, everything is about putting Trump in a position to reward companies that are cozying up to him and punishing companies that he doesn't like or he's angry with. By the way, this would be very stupid. Putting a 200% tariff on an American company that's moving some production to Mexico, but then only putting a tariff on Chinese manufacturers of 10 to 20%, which Trump wants to do, which will still make those Chinese products cheaper in the United States than those made by an American company, but will still cause inflation. Like, it's all completely backwards. It's completely backwards. And to their credit, a reporter actually did ask Trump at this thing about the reports from economists that if Trump does his tariffs, prices will go up and there will be inflation. And Trump spends 10 minutes talking about nonsense. I'm not going to play the 10 minutes, but just listen to how it went.
Some economists about your proposal for tariffs, and they say they don't see how it will not make items cost more in the United States.
They'll approve it. They'll approve. And number one, I don't need them. I don't need Congress, but they'll approve it. I'll have the right to impose them myself if they don't. I'd rather get their support. The ones that understand business all support it. I think David would be a very big supporter of the tariffs because you understand what's happening, right? David's a great business person, led a great company. No, the ones that understand business, they understand. You know, I'll give you an example. China will charge us, and it's not only China. I hate to keep using China because it's everyone. The European Union is a disaster for you also, by the way. They don't want your farm product. They don't want our cars. They don't want anything, and yet they sell tremendous amounts of Mercedes-Benz.
All right, so he spends 10 minutes straight just talking about this nonsense. And then finally, a reporter does ask Trump, how will you protect critical infrastructure from the Chinese Communist Party? Here's Trump's ironclad plan.
Well, we're going to protect it by saying you can't come. You can't do it. We don't want you buying our land.
There you go. Sounds like a pretty ironclad plan there. So as usual, an event nominally to meet with workers and just average people is turned into Trump rambling about policies he doesn't understand, with the occasional supplication of cult members at the altar of Trump. If this is how he's going to win the election, maybe the guy deserves to win because it's so transparently pathetic. Are you having trouble sleeping or staying asleep? Sleep is one of the most important foundations of mental and physical health. And our sponsor, Beam's formulation called Dream, is a delicious nighttime hot cocoa drink with melatonin clinically proven to help you fall asleep faster and stay asleep longer. Melatonin can also help correct circadian rhythm disturbances, get your sleep schedule back on track, for example, in jet lag situations. Dream comes in great tasting flavors like mint chocolate chip, chocolate, peanut butter, sea salt caramel. I love the cinnamon cocoa version. No sugar added, sweetened with monk fruit, just 15 calories per serving. Dream Hot Cocoa it's just a nice way to wind down before bed. It's hot and flavorful. It's not overly sweet. It's a soothing way to relax about an hour before going to bed. Go try Beam's best-selling Dream Powder and get 40% off for a limited time when you go to shopbeam.com/Pacman and use the code Pacman. The link is in the description.